of all time. Jack Youngblood plays on a broken leg.
In pro football, playing with pain is a big part of the game.
ID, playing tough.
The former LA Ram defensive end, Jack Youngblood, went well beyond the call of duty. Now that's a tough guy.
If there could be a logo for tough man of the NFL, it's Jack Youngblood. First of all, listen to the name.
Jack Youngblood.
Jack Youngblood. Jack Youngblood.
Well, to consider that Jack Youngblood played throughout the playoffs and the Super Bowl with a broken leg, you either have to say he's the gutsiest player of all time or the craziest. And I know he isn't the craziest, so he's the gutsiest.
Even today, you see him at the Hall of Fame. He does look like he could suit up and kick your ass.
Well, I'm not going to argue with Jack.
Let's start naming football players who have played in Super Bowls, played in championship games with broken legs.
Fumble and almost picked off by Youngblood.
I would imagine it's a very short list, and it's one of the reasons he's number one on yours.
Jack Youngblood's path to the top of our countdown began in Dallas in the 1979 NFC Divisional Playoffs.
The guard picked me up, flipped me over, and the fibula snapped just above the ankle.
And you can tell Youngblood is hurting.
Trainers come out, we go to the locker room, and I said, you need to tape this thing up. He goes, I'm not going to do that. I said, you're going to do this. He gets the pictures back about that time. He says, see here, it's broke. I go, well, I understand that. I said, tape it up. I can still go play.
He was not going to be taken out of the game. That was just not Jack.
I thought it was my responsibility as the captain of the team. You didn't have an opportunity to play in playoffs that many times. Let's go and take advantage of it.
In the biggest single upset of the season, the Rams stunned the Cowboys and won a weekend in Tampa Bay for the championship.
They're all saying that you won't be ready to play, and you shouldn't play anymore. Why? I guarantee you I'll be ready to play.
Jack Youngblood is the Marlboro Man. He will just whip your ass by looking at you.
He epitomized the tough football player, and the guy you see holding the helmet, you know, with the mud all over him, you know.
If you want to be in the trenches with somebody, you want to be in the trenches with Jack Youngblood. It was a Ray Nitschke, a Chuck Bednarik.
I always kind of thought of Jack and John Wayne as the same, that old swagger, you know, how you doing, Eric? You know, Jack Youngblood.
You just knew that John Wayne was going to get the bad guy. You just knew Jack was going to muscle his way into the backfield, sack a quarterback, and make a play that really was the difference in the game. He did it every single week.
The week after he broke his leg in Dallas was no exception.
The Rams appeared in the NFC Championship game. For the first time, they won it, inspired by the presence of Captain Jack Youngblood, playing in pain with his broken leg.
Anybody that's ever had a sprain on their leg knows how much it hurts to walk, to stand, to basically just sit. And here was Jack with a crack in his leg, and he went out and played.
That's the way to get it down there.
We've had players play with serious injuries before, but to play at that level,
Jack Youngblood made the stop.
That takes that into a whole other area of athletic accomplishment.
Well, he did it though.
But let's get serious. It was a non-weight bearing bone. Jack, you've been milking this for a long time. I'll give you a lot of credit for that.
Dan, give me a break. You cannot call Jack Youngblood a wimp.
There are some urban legends out there. I don't think that's one of them, because I've talked to people that were around Youngblood. They all believe how seriously he was hurt.
How has Jack Youngblood played on what we know is a fractured lower ankle bone? I don't understand this.
Joe Theismann, now he had a broken leg. The bone was sticking out. What he had was a hairline fracture where the bone was cracked.
You can tape that and play with that.
It being public, I don't know that I would have made the same decision. You can imagine guys taking shots at your leg. That's just part of the game.
You're putting yourself directly in harm's way.
I thought he's going to stay down, and he won't do it.
And that does take a lot of bravery and a little insanity.
He must have had a super high tolerance for pain.
Or just a total lack of brains.
To me, it's just sick.
Number 85, Jack Youngblood.
I just saw that and went, I'm not surprised.
I'm ready to roll now.
After the divisional round, the NFC title game, and the Super Bowl, Jack Youngblood started in the Pro Bowl to cap off the #1 gutsiest performance of all time.
Every year, 50 guys bail on the Pro Bowl. Oh, my left pinky finger's so sore. For him to go there and play with the crack in the fibula. Wow.
mind-boggling.
That's what it's all about. Under a lot of pain, coming out and playing this game.
Till the next guy comes along to dislodge him, I'm happy with seeing him at number 1.